2024 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Conneaut Spartans football team. Coach, thanks for being here today. Why don't you introduce yourself and the guys you brought with you, and then just give us a preview of what we can expect out of the Spartans.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it. I'm Rocco Dobrin, Coach Rock, as these guys probably call me. To my left here, I have Gavin Nesbitt, offensive defensive lineman, senior. I have Ryan Turner as a junior to my right, and he's playing linebacker and maybe a move to tight end. We'll see. He was a lineman last year, but he's been catching the ball pretty well, so he might move to tight end. And over here is our junior quarterback, Colby Stiltner. We're not letting him play defensive back because we want to keep his arm healthy, but very athletic kid. And these are our three captains for our team this year that were voted on by their teammates because of their good work ethic and their attendance through the off season and in season, and just always being good leaders. So these are the guys we brought with us today. We're excited. We graduated a lot of seniors last year, so we got a young group coming up, and I think with the leadership of these guys here and a couple other seniors that aren't with us, I think those young guys are gonna be good followers, and those young guys playing are hungry. So that's the good side to having a young team. So there might be a little bit of a learning curve for those young guys, but they're hungry. They're excited that they're going to get to be on the field, and I think with the leadership of these guys right here, that'll put us in a good spot going into the season. So
last year was your first season in the CVC. This year, you're familiar with your opponents. How much has that kind of helped you settle in and scout a little bit better now that you know the teams a little bit?
Yeah, it's very helpful. We've been a team without a league for a while, and even the PA league we were in switched every 2 years of where we were, so we were never with the same team. So it is nice knowing every year we're going to play the same teams or very similar teams, and it happens to be our county. Most of the teams are in our county that are in our league, so that gives these guys more of like that rival feeling. But it definitely helps knowing going in, even in the off season, we know what to expect from the coaches from the other teams, and makes it a little easier to prepare for sure.
Excellent. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk to the guys. I'll start all the way to your right with your quarterback. For the folks at home, just introduce yourself, name, grade, and position.
Colby Stiltner, quarterback and junior.
Colby, did you get time last year on varsity, or will this be your first year as a starter?
My first year as a starter, but played a little bit of a kick return.
Gotcha. Are you ready for this challenge that's facing you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Well, how's the offense looking? I mean, coming in, you're a first-year starter. I have to imagine you got some other new guys in there, a lot of new faces in the lineup. But how's everything coming together?
Looking pretty nice right now, but lots of room for improvement.
What kind of offense are you running?
We're still
Spread, throw the ball.
Yeah, spread, throwing the ball.
Who are some of the weapons you have at your disposal? Your wide receivers, running backs.
Kerrick Dobrin as my running back, and then this guy right here for my tight end, and Kason Hayes for a slot receiver.
What's it going to take for your offense to be successful this year?
To have a lot of trust in your guys.
As the quarterback, you get to go up against your defense. So give us a quick scouting report on that unit. Don't give away any secrets, but how's that unit coming together?
Pretty decent.
Pretty decent? All right. Sounds good. Let's move to your left, and same thing, name, grade, and position.
Ryan Turner, junior, and tight end and linebacker.
All right, so coming in, you were a lineman last year, tight end this year. How excited are you for that opportunity?
Very excited. It's a lot different, a lot more fun.
Yeah. What offensively, what kind of a rapport have you developed with your quarterback right there?
Well, we're friends on and off the field, so.
That goes a long way. All right. And then defensively, you said linebacker, right?
Yep.
All right. And when you look at your defense, how good can that unit be?
I think the young guys are definitely stepping up, so I think we're gonna have a pretty solid defense this year.
Is it an aggressive defense? What do you guys like to do?
I'd say we're pretty aggressive. I say we have some hitters.
What's different about this year's team compared to last year? I mean, you've got a lot of new faces in there, but how's this team? What kind of identity is it going to create for itself?
Hopefully a good identity. We're definitely a lot younger, but last year was there was more older guys to lead. This year it's a lot of the young guys stepping up and doing it themselves.
So you're a junior captain, so you're kind of one of those younger guys, but you've got to, provide that leadership. What are you doing to model the right way to prepare and get yourself ready for games?
Going through practices, going through the drills, doing them right, encouraging the other guys, bringing the energy up to practice.
Outstanding. All right. Good luck to you this fall. All right, Gavin, all the way to the right there, or your left, my right. Gavin, go ahead and introduce yourself. Name, grade, and positions.
Gavin Nesbitt, senior O&D line.
All right. So Gavin coming in, football, it's that cliche. You win up front. You're on both offensive and defensive lines. Talk about those units. Who are the other guys that are blocking and attacking the quarterback?
Oh, we have two senior linemen, Dylan and Jaden Anderson. Pretty big dogs. They're fast learners. Just been going with the flow for the past three, four years. Defensively, they're all fast, big. We all know what we're doing. Getting to the quarterback and just causing a ruckus for any O-line coming towards us.
With a lot of young guys on the team, how important is it for not only the captains there, but the other guys that have some varsity experience? How important is it for them to just kind of step up and be leaders as well?
We're all trying to get all the young guys up there. They're all like nervous, but just to bring them up, motivate them, to make us a better team. A good scout team is always needed, and helping them out will make us better through the scout team.
What is it going to take for your team to improve on last year's record and maybe win a game or two in the postseason?
Just protecting our core QB.
All right, Coach, back to you. We talked a little bit about offense, defense. What is it that you're trying to establish offensively? Is it something where you're trying to control clock, or do you like to hit home runs? What do you like to do on offense?
With the new squad this year, well, first of all, we do have our most experience, like Gavin said, comes with our offense and defensive line. That's where most of our upperclassmen are playing, so that's a good thing. So with that, you always want to establish a run game. It's very important to be able to run the ball. But Colby here is one of the one of the first quarterbacks, not the only one, but in the last 10 years that is more of a thrower than a runner. So we want to give multiple looks to run the ball, but we also want to let him sling it around. He has a good arm. A lot of accuracy. So I think that gives us the option to do multiple things. Where the last 2 years we got caught up in just running the ball almost every play. But before that we had a good mix, and I think we'll be back to that good mix of being able to run and throw. But it all starts with that offensive line, and we are excited to have an experienced offensive line. And I think that'll help with everything.
Oh, no doubt. And what are the biggest challenges? I mean, obviously you got some youth out there, but what are those things that, your team's going to face some adversity, but how important is it for them to overcome that stuff that they're going to run into?
Oh, it's very important. And I think a lot of that adversity, just in my experience in coaching, is going to come those first, like the scrimmages and those first couple of weeks of just getting knowledge of the game and actually speed of the game, seeing how fast the game flows with some of them young guys. On defense, especially, we have we kind of switched up our defense just a little bit, going with the 3-3 stack, and that puts like 5 linebackers on the field, and most of those linebackers, other than Ryan, are sophomores. But they're sophomores that can run. They can run. They're strong. So I have no doubt that they can get to the ball, but they got to get to the ball or be in the right spot. Make sure they're going to the right spot, not being too excited and following a fake somewhere when the ball's actually going somewhere else. So they got to read their keys and do those things. But I know as a young player, you get caught up in the excitement of the game, and sometimes you don't read your keys like you're supposed to. And those are the things I worry about early on. But I do think their aggressiveness and the aggressiveness of our defensive coordinator, Coach Lips, I think, bringing some blitzes from multiple areas and that kind of thing could make up for those mistakes, just the effort and hustle of the rest of the guys pursuing to the ball.
All right, sounds good. All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you and the guys taking some time out of your day to preview the season, and I wish you the best of luck this fall.
Thank you. We appreciate it.